Okay, so today we are playing Crusader Kings 3 with Raha Salvation mod because apparently Paradox finds it too difficult to add the rest of Asia. So they just left it to the modders. Because yeah, why would they allocate resources on something that the community does for absolutely free? And so without further ado, let's get right into it. So once upon a time, in the northern coast of an island named Sugbu, there was a Datu named Tarog, and his Kadatuan lived in peace and prosperity. But he wasn't okay with that. He wanted land, he wanted more, he wanted power, he wanted gold, he wanted religion. And what better way to do that than to conquer every island he sees and knows of? And that's exactly what he did. First, he gathered soldiers to fight for him, and he proceeded to find loyal companions who will accompany him in his journey of conquest. After securing an alliance with a neighboring Datu, he waged his first war against Bohol. And once he tasted his first victory, he knew he couldn't stop. And so he secured more alliances through marriage and proceeded to launch more wars. He didn't care whatever means he had to exploit. All that matters is that he won, and that he got more land at the end of every victory. His soldiers were as tired as Japanese animators, but he didn't care. He continued to launch wars after wars after wars, just to fuel his ambition. And his campaigns were going smoothly until, out of nowhere, while he was chilling one day, Bohol, his first territory to be conquered by him, is now being taken away from him. Normally it wouldn't be a problem, but he was already fighting 2 wars. Now with Bohol, 3 wars. But still, he wouldn't give up that easily. He rallied his men and fought. But one day, he noticed his men, who were once great and buff people, have now become skinny and depressed. So in honor of his son, who he didn't bother naming, he surrendered in the war and gave up Bohol. And finally, after a decade of war, his people and men got to taste an era of peace that lasted for a few days. Because right after that, Tarog went back to the grind. He pressed on until one day, while fighting campaigns in Luzon, he realized he could unify the Visayan tribes under his rule and form a Visayan kingdom. And so, Datu Tarog became officially Hari Tarog of the Kabisayaan Kingdom. Now his territory stretches across all of the Visayan Islands. But was he content with that? Was it finally time for him to retire? No, Hari Tarog has something. It's called ambition. He wanted more, and he has heard of this land of cool architecture and thick elephants across the sea. And so he set out to capture those thick legs. He quickly realized he was no match for the prowess of the ruler of these elephant lands, and so we have him killed. And so he declared war to his newborn baby. I even called other grown-ups to join in the fight, and together we did the noble deed of taking a candy from a baby. It was fairly easy because they are currently under invasion of another enemy, and they are undergoing another civil war due to their emperor being a baby. So I marched straight to their capital and took the baby. And I won just like that. Hari Tarog was now the ruler of the Kingdom of Kambudya, and he has all the elephants to himself. He then proceeded to try to stabilize his newly acquired territory, but unfortunately he failed, and so began a civil war. And so after peacefully suppressing people who were fighting for their freedom, I won, and they were back to being my subjects. On the coast of Cambodia, while Hari Tarog was waiting for his boat so he can finally return home, he realized something, that after his death, his entire domain will break down into pieces due to Confederate partition. Everything you work for will go down the drain because of this trashy mechanic. He didn't like that. He wasn't like Alexander the Great. He didn't want everything he worked for to just break down into pieces. So before he kicked the bucket, he needed to form the Payupayana Empire, so that regardless of the Confederate partition, they will always be all under the rule of one Payupayana Emperor. He set out to conquer all 7,641 islands of the Payupayana. After 2 decades of non-stop conquest, Hari Tarog was aging, but he finally succeeded. And finally, he ensured that his empire wouldn't crumble, because they will always be under one Payupayana Emperor. So a short recap, here is currently the current state of things. So we have conquered most of the Philippines, or modern day Philippines, and we have also conquered Cambodia. China currently has broken into several kingdoms, so we have plans on invading there. Hari Tarog is dying. You can see here he's infirm, he is melancholic, and he's a battle chewer. The only thing that is keeping him alive is the hollow body tree. But I guess he still have like a decade left in his life or more. Hari Tarog has 3 dead wives and 4 living wives. and he has like nearly 100 living descendants, and he has outlived many of them. He has a newborn baby too, at 60 plus. What a guy. And this is the current state of his military. And currently he is like the second most powerful person in the world. And that's crazy because he was just a simple tribal ruler of a single county in the island of Sugbu in his youth. I guess I'll wrap it up here. Thank you for watching the adventure and life of Hari Tarog. Like if you like this video, subscribe if you want more, and comment if you have something to say. See you in the next video, I guess. Thanks for watching.